Let's go.
In our city's history, where we are facing unprecedented livelihoods and to our liberty. I can't overstate how important this choice will be. But fortunately for working New York, this is a clear one, because there is only one candidate who has demonstrated that he prioritizes the needs of working New Yorkers. And that candidate is Andrew Cuomo. Endorsed by virtually all of organized labor in New York City. Unions representing hundreds of thousands of working New Yorkers, yes, in hotels and casinos, residential buildings and offices, but also in hospitals, in retail stores, carpenters, engineers, painters, drivers. Because all of us collectively know that we can count on Andrew Cuomo to have our backs, to have the backs of working people. Cuomo! Cuomo! Because we've already seen it, right? Year after year, which comes to shove, Andrew Cuomo has been there with us and for us. He has a proven track record of delivering for working families. Delivering legislative wins like raising the minimum wage, reducing the unemployment waiting period for striking workers, increasing paid family leave, securing organizing rights, protecting worker safety on the job. The list goes on and on and on. But he also has a long track record of supporting our union whenever we find ourselves in the middle of a fight. Things like supporting our boycott of the Hilton Albany when we found ourselves in a tough contract fight, and he directed state employees to respect our picket lines. Or protecting our very jobs by signing legislation that stopped the spread of illegal short-term rentals. Now, the second reason that we know that Andrew Cuomo will have our backs, aside from that long record, is who he is, fundamentally, both as a person and as a leader. Because Andrew Cuomo shares the single most distinguishing characteristic that defines us all as union members, right? Because each and every one of us in this room, we're fighters, right? That's what we do, that's who we are. And Andrew Cuomo is a fighter just like us. We don't just need somebody who says that they agree with what we stand for. We need someone who's going to stand up and fight with us. We need a warrior on our side. And that's what Andrew Cuomo is. He is the ally that working families can count on, because that is fundamentally who he is, and that is what he has been doing for decades as an elected leader. So, we are all going to get out there, and we are going to work like hell to make sure that Andrew Cuomo is elected the next mayor of New York City so that he can keep fighting for us. Before we bring Governor Cuomo to the stage, I'd like to introduce the president of 32BJ. And a dedicated and hardworking unionist, but he is a real friend. Ready? We have 90,000 members here in New York City, so when we do something, we do it big. And we are joined today by the carpenters. Let's give it up to the carpenters. Unions in New York City get together. I know between these unions, we've done thousands and thousands of volunteer shifts. We made tens, hundreds of thousands of calls. We've knocked on doors. We've been at the train stations. But we have 8 days to go. Are we ready to keep it up for 8 days? The energy in this room. And that is what's going to carry us through to Election Day. Are we ready to win for Andrew Cuomo? Early voting is we have to get tens of thousands of working people to the polls even before June 24th. Are we ready to do that? I do want to say, early voting is a great example of democracy, giving working people a chance to vote when they're ready to vote. Let me ask you a question. Who passed early voting in New York City? We have to practice that because I have a lot of questions and you're going to get the answer. So, this is one of the most important laws that was passed for democracy. That was Andrew Cuomo. In a couple minutes, I'm going to have the honor of introducing our past governor and next Andrew Cuomo. But before I do that, I just want to tell you a couple things and just remind us of why we're in this room and why we're going to work so hard for the next 8 days. So when every candidate, and I just went for our 32BJ members, every candidate came to a forum and spoke to our members in person. Guess who stood out as the overwhelming favorite? That support was earned. He was proven to be a great ally, not just for our members, but for all working New Yorkers. And I think his record as governor tells us why. Airport workers at LaGuardia and JFK are on a path to $25 an hour in health care and paid days off. The person that put them on that path was when workers were being left behind and need to be covered by prevailing wage. When we started the fight for $15 an hour minimum wage, everyone said it couldn't be done. Who showed the way right here in New York? Who's going to make $20 an hour the new minimum wage? When Donald Trump is attacking our state, our immigrant communities, and our labor laws, who's proven he can and will fight back? We need a leader with a history of fighting for working people. We need a leader who will stand with us for better wages, lower cost of who's someone to make the city and safer and more affordable. Who's that person? Cuomo! Who's that person? Cuomo! Let me introduce our super mayor of New York City, Andrew Cuomo! Let's give them a big round of Magic Pass Scratching 32, BJ, thank you. I know we have carpenters in the house. Guys, as you heard from Rich and from Andy, this election matters. Because we are all New Yorkers, and we're out there, and we know that New York City is in trouble. You can feel it when you walk down the street, you can feel it when you walk into the subways, you feel the anxiety, you see it on people's faces. We lost 500,000 people since COVID. 500,000 people left New York City. So we have to turn New York City around, and we have to turn it around in this election, and we will. Now, a Democratic primary is also an opportunity for the Democratic Party to look into the mirror and take honest stock of where we are as Democrats and what we as Democrats. We just went through a national election. And this is what I believe. I don't believe Donald Trump won that election. I don't believe anybody got up in the morning and said, boy, I love that guy. I love that hair. I have to get out and vote for that guy. I said was, I'm disappointed in the Democratic Party. And you see it here in New York. 400,000 fewer Democrats came out to vote in the election. 400,000. Why? Why? Because the Democratic Party lost its identity, lost its connection to who it really is. The Democratic Party lost its soul because you are the soul of the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party was not talking to you and the issues that matter to you at your kitchen table. They weren't talking to you about the price of groceries and how you can't pay your rent and the cost of education. They were disconnected from your issues. And the second thing the Democratic Party got was that government is actually supposed to deliver for people. Government is not about yapping. It's not about talking. It's about doing something. It's about achieving results. Do something for me. Help me in my life. Make a difference in my life. That's what the Democratic Party is all about. And we lost that. But we're going to get back to it, and we're going to get back to it in New York, and we're going to get back to it now because we know what we have to do. We know we have an affordability crisis. And the first 30 days, we're going to launch the largest initiative in this city's history to build affordable housing. If you wonder if we know how to build, go look at LaGuardia Airport. Go to the Second
understand the pain and the pressure working women and men are under in this city. And we're going to do what we did before, but which is long overdue. We're going to raise the minimum wage to $20 an hour. Which is the highest in the United States of America. We're showing the country the way. Now we're going to come back and raise it to $20. We're going to get the homeless mentally ill off the subways and off the streets. And we are going to reverse the insanity that says we're going to defund the police, and now the insanity that says we're going to dismantle the police and we're going to hire 5,000 new police officers. And we're going to do one other thing. We are going to stop Mr. Trump and his crusade and what he's trying to do. Because I'll tell you something about Mr. Trump. He made all of those promises during the campaign, right? All of those promises about how he was going to help the middle class and help the working families of New York. All those promises, remember? Yeah. Now he put forth his budget, he put forth his bills, and you know what he's doing? He's stepping on working families of this country to give the rich a tax break. He says he's coming after immigrants. That is all just politics. He's coming after immigrants in democratic cities. It's just a political ploy. And you know what he's trying to tell this nation when he says, I'm coming after immigrants? He is trying to divide us as Americans. That's what he's trying to do. Today he's coming after the immigrants. Remember when we had COVID? It was the China flu, and he generated all that anger against Asians. He believes in divide and conquer. That's how he wins. Divide and conquer, one of the oldest strategies in the book. But he's in the wrong place when he thinks he's coming to New York. Because New York is the exact opposite. New York says, we are all immigrants. We are being immigrants. We celebrate our diversity. And the next time you see the president in the Oval Office, I want you to look at the flag that's behind it. There's a flag that is right behind the president in the Oval Office. And what the flag says are three words in Latin. E pluribus unum. E pluribus unum. That is the motto of this nation. And what it means is out of many, one. Out of many, one. We invite people from all across the globe. And we say, you come, doesn't matter your race, your religion, how much money you have in your pocket. You come. Let the many come. And we forge one community out of that immigration mass. That's who we are. That's the American way. That's what New York State represents.